Alright guys, welcome to my channel today. Today we're going to take a look at the Qronge. This is the Thunder. This is their 26-inch, 4-inch fat tire bike here, guys. And I'll tell you, this seat right here, I've got the seat that came on a $3,000 bike. That's how nice this seat is. It is a nice seat, trust me. I recommend that seat to people. This came with a phone holder. It came with the mirrors. It came with a bottle holder. It came with a lock. It came with a toolkit. You get everything for this. You get the suspension fork on this. No suspension in the rear though, but you get the rack. You've got a 1200 peak watt motor in this. You've got 180 millimeter rotors on this, but they're cable pull brakes, but they work great. I've already had it down for a test drive. We are going to take it for a ride, but right now we're going to take a look at this bike, guys. So let's do it. All right, let's take a good look at this Qronge. We have a chainring that's probably about a 48, I'm guessing at it. You've got aluminum pedals on this, which is nice. This is a Pro Wheel, which is a pretty good brand. The chain on this also looks like it's probably rust resistant, which is also nice. On the back here, you have a 14, looks like a 1428 probably on the freewheel. You have a Shimano Churney derailleur down here. So, and you've also got a derailleur guide, which is very nice also. You've got a rack on the back of this, and you've got this setup here. This is the second time I've seen this. I kind of like it because you can really adjust the fender the way you want it, which is nice. Tire on this is a 26 by 4-inch tire. They have a tread on them for the trails. They're a little growly. All right, the motor on this is branded Qronge, whether or not it is or not, but they have their name on it. And I believe it's a 750 motor, and it peaks at 1200 watt. You got the rack, like I said. The DDK seat is really nice. That's a big plus. That seat is on a lot of bikes that are very expensive. So you've got plastic fenders on this, which I don't mind anymore. You've got a tail light on this, got a brake light on this, so that's also very nice also. The seat on this can be adjusted by moving the seat up and down and pushing this back, guys. And you've got to work this sometimes to get that to crush around the tube so that it holds the seat. It takes a little while on each bike. They also gave you a bottle holder, which is nice. They gave you a lot of things on this. We got a lock on it, bottle holder, bell, mirrors, an air pump for the tires. You've got a 48 volt, 15 amp hour battery in the tube here. And on the other side, the key goes in there. I'll show you that in a minute. And you can take this battery out. You can charge it in the bike, or you can charge it off of the bike. So you've got on the back side of here, you have to press this button afterwards. The battery can be turned on and off with this button here, and you charge it in the port right here. So again, on the front here, we've got a plastic fender, and you've got suspension shocks on this that can be locked out. So there's no adjustment on it, but you can either have it on or you can lock it out totally. You've got the front light on this works well. We did use it while we were out on the trail. Again, this is the tire. You can see the tread on it now. It's good, but it is growly on the road. So your wire management on this looks pretty decent. A little work on it, it'd probably look a little bit better, but I don't mind it. You've got cable pull brakes on this, guys, and they work well, so that's not a problem with this bike. You've got the display on this, and I'll turn it on so you can take a look at it here. It's small, but I kind of like it over the big one because you can't really tell that it's there as, you know, like a one that's here. Everybody knows it's a control panel for an e-bike. So this one being small is kind of nice because they don't notice it right off the bat. And it has everything on it you need. So you got your passes here. So when you hit the up button, your passes go up. They go up to 5. You can turn them down to 0 so that you can, you know, pedal on your own if you want. Your battery charge is here. Your speedometer is here for your mileage. Your miles per hour is here. You've got a trip on this thing, and if you hit this button here, it'll cycle through odometer, the max speed, your average speed, and we're back to the trip. So everything you need is on this. Very nice. Here are the mirrors they gave us. Mirrors shake. They're not the greatest in the world, but they were free, so you know you can't complain about them. You got a bell on this. You've got decent grips on it. They feel nice. You've got a thumb throttle on this. You have a 7-speed index shifter here, and very somewhat comfortable riding. I think personally I'd like the bars to come up a little bit. There is no adjustment on this, so to make this come up I'd either have to put a neck on it or I could put handlebars on it that have a little bit of a rise to it. But this isn't bad. I rode it and I wasn't uncomfortable, but I do like to sit more upright. This is the Thunder bike here, so they've got the little Thunder here. They also have it down here, which is kind of nice. There's some decals here that look nice. You've got brakes on this. Again, they're cable pull brakes, but they work good. You've got 180 millimeter rotors on this, and everything on this thing worked good. I did have the kickstand loosen up on me, so make sure you tighten those kickstand bolts, guys. Again, here's your key so that you can get your battery out of there. Piece of cake doing that. And up on the front fender here, this is not a, it says preload, but I'm not sure that this thing really turns. It does say plus and minus, so even though I can't get it to turn, apparently it is something that you can adjust. So I take that back, you can adjust it. Again, front brakes on this, cable pull, 180 millimeter rotor on it, and they work fine, guys. So nothing to complain about on this bike. I think it's great for the money. You can put a basket on this. I did not check the website to see if it was something that was available, but it's got the mount here, so it must have a basket. We throw it in 7th gear here. We've got it in 5. Let's see what we got. I did unlock this, so we're at 26, 27, 5. 26, 5 on the, it's pretty close on the GPS. 27, 28 on the bike, 29, 28. All right, I'm gonna knock this back down. We're gonna check out some speeds on this. All right, we're going to drop this down to pass 1. We're gonna stop. We're gonna start out. I'm gonna hit the throttle a little bit to get going, and now I'm going to pedal. And pass 1 is about 5 miles an hour, guys. That's where it wants me in pass 1, so super controllable there. Let's go to pass 2. Pass 2 is going to put us at, I think, 11 or 12 miles an hour in 2. So I would say 11 to 12, maybe 12. Pass 3, oh, it's going to bring us quite a ways up there. Going to put us at 19 miles an hour, 19 and a half-ish. So pass 4 is going to get us up to, I'm feeling like 20. Pass 5 is definitely going to put us into that 29 mile an hour. And why don't we check the brakes out? We're at 26 miles an hour, 27, 28.5. Yeah, the brakes work, guys. And it's probably a little fast to be doing that, but I just wanted to show you guys, because the cable pull brakes, I wanted to do an extreme brake on it. So we'll hit them. See that, guys? That thing stops. So don't be afraid of these cable pull brakes. They work good. We're gonna go down and hit the rail trail so we can see how this thing does in the dirt. By the way, guys, I did tighten up these mirrors. They're still here, you know, but they're not turning anymore. I tightened the ever-living heck out of them. Yeah, I figured the worst case scenario was they were gonna break, but they're okay now. They do shake around a lot though, but they're usable. Let's try the old off the handlebars. No shake, guys, no shaking this, no death wobble. So I'm gonna pedal it a little bit here. Pedaling it, no death wobble, guys. Even hitting the bumps is no wobble at all, guys. Again, you know, this one is probably the most stable bike I've been on in a while as far as going with no hands. So, all right, we're gonna hit the rail trail. I'm gonna knock the pass levels down here to probably 2. We'll see where that puts us. 2 is a nice, comfortable 12 miles an hour. I like it. So we're at 12.6 on that and 11.6 here. So roughly just around a mile an hour off. Nice little bike. Again, I gotta remember what this bike cost. This thing's under 900 bucks. You can have a lot of fun for under 900 bucks on this thing. The tires are very good on the dirt. I mean, it's a hard-packed trail, but they're functioning just fine. You know, we never did throttle, so I'm gonna hit the throttle on the trail, see how fast we go with the throttle. Goes to 20 miles an hour, so it is a official class 3 bike. So this bike has a cadence sensor on it, and basically a cadence sensor, if you're rotating your feet, it's just kind of like hitting the throttle. It knows you're rotating your feet, so it's pushing you along. So that's what your cadence sensor does, which is typical for a budget bike, having the cadence sensor. And I got to tell you, if you're new to e-biking and you're buying this to first start out, you want a cadence sensor. I made the mistake of buying a torque sensor for my first bike, and I didn't enjoy that bike, guys. I wish I had the bike back now, but I didn't enjoy it because I was working way too hard. I was overweight. At the time, I was 100 pounds heavier. So, yeah, I've lost a lot of weight. Got good fender coverage on this too. I'm just looking at this mud here. I don't have to worry about getting splashed. I'm still only down at 1 battery bar. We're at 10.2 miles now. We're coming up to a tunnel here, so I'm going to turn on the light. I'm gonna guess I'm gonna hold, yep. So you hold the plus button and the light comes on. There we go. So the light's decent, guys. I'm gonna hold the plus button again. The light goes off, the screen dims.
Now you can see what this bike looks like with a 190-pound adult male on this. It's a very good-looking bike and very well balanced for the size of me. And it rides out nice. It really does. For the amount of money for this bike, it's an awesome deal, guys. So, and it's fun to ride.
All right, let's head down this trail at a good clip here. As you can see, it handles very well.
I can tell you too, I pushed this bike pretty hard. This thing is not delicate. You can definitely ride this the way you want to, and like you stole it.
So again, nice little trail rider. I can ride this trail with no hands. I can sit up. Like I said, this is a well-balanced bike. They're not all like this, I'll tell you. No wobble here at all. Yeah, I still go back to saying you can't go wrong for the money on this. Is nice. That other bike I was talking about that was $799, it was a folding 20-inch bike. And there's a lot of folding 20-inch budget bikes out there. And some of them are decent, some of them are junk. I believe this company has a 20-inch folding bike too, and judging by this bike, I bet you it's pretty good. So this company reached out to me before, and a lot of their bikes are 36 volts. I had passed on them because I live in a hilly area, as you can see. 36 volt bikes do not do well with hills. So when they reached out with this bike, I looked at it and I went, ooh, 48 volts. And I had already, looked at the company. I said, the bikes are nice. Too bad the voltage is low on them. I guess, they got enough people that said, hey, or, they were building a big mountain bike here. And they said, let's go 48 volts and put some motor under it. Because usually with the 36 volts, they will put 500 watt motors on the bikes. I've had quite a few trikes with 500 watt motors that do decent, but they're always governed down to around the 15 mile an hour range so they can bring the torque up on it. We are at 15.7 miles and we've got 2 battery bars left. So I think if you rode this bike in Pass 3, which is very comfortable, I'm in Pass 3 now, 16 miles an hour, but we were up in Pass 5 for a long time on this bike. But I think you'd probably get 20 miles anyways out of this bike, probably more like 20 to 25 miles, depending on how you rode it. And, you know, how big of a rider are you? Do you have hills? You're gonna have a lot of stops and goes. We're at 16 miles now. I am gonna punch it up to, let's go all the way to 5. Let's heat that battery up. She's still got plenty of power. Picking up speed, and I'm going up a hill here. We're at 20, almost 22 miles an hour going up a hill. So about 27, and I'm pedaling fast. All right, guys, we got 1 battery bar left, and we're going to go up this 12-degree hill and see how it does. We're in fast 5. It's definitely still helping me. We're speeding up to 10 miles an hour. So even with 1 battery bar, we're picking up speed again as we crested a little bit. Now we're headed back up the hill, slowed down, but we're at almost, well, we're at 14 miles an hour. It can climb hills. All right, guys, we're back. We went out, we went for a ride on this, took it down the rail trail, we took it on the street. This performed very well. The brakes, cable pull brakes on it, but you know what? They work great. I proved that to you guys on the ride. The screen is a minimal screen. They don't have this big screen in the middle here, so if you're, you know, can't see that well, that could be something that you don't like. But I like the minimal screen on the thing, and I wear glasses, but I like the fact that people don't see this giant screen that yells out e-bike. So when you're on the rail trail, you don't get those looks. So they just think you're on a fat tire bike, which is nice. This bike rode out really nice. We took it down the dirt. The fenders worked well on it. We used the rack on it, so that worked out well. Everything worked good on the bike. My only complaints about this bike would be, I'm not all that crazy about the handlebar setup on it. I'd like to see it swept back a little bit, maybe up here for me. So it's a matter of buying basically $29 handlebars on this would make this ride better for me. The mirrors on this, even though we tighten them up and they function okay, I don't know. I don't really like the mirrors. Thank you, you know, for giving us the mirrors though, but I would think I would change the mirrors on it. So handlebars, mirrors. And the other thing I would do is put a suspension seat post on this, so that way there it would bounce up and down. So you're looking at a total investment to fix this bike to the way I would want it. This bike out of the box is a way, you know, just fine the way it is. But I'm talking probably $150 investment on this bike would make it perfect for me. Good side of this bike is the cost. So it's $8.99 on the website. I have a link, it's $50 off. It's gonna bring this bike down to $850, guys. So 850 bucks, it's a pretty nice bike, guys. So again, down in the comments, I'll put the link. I'll also put my discount code, use it. But I would recommend this bike for a newbie that's starting out. If you don't want a 20-inch bike, you want something bigger, something like a mountain bike, I don't think you can go wrong for the money you're paying for this bike. Is it the best bike in the world? Absolutely not. But for what you're paying, it's awesome. So guys, again, reminder, down in the comments, there's the link that you need to go to get the bike, and also use the discount code. Guys, hit that like and subscribe on the way out, and thanks for watching.
All right, guys, I want to thank you for watching my video today. And if you are interested in buying a bike or something, please check with my affiliate links. That helps the channel out greatly. Again, guys, hit that like and subscribe on the way out. And thank you very much for watching. You guys are awesome. Thank you.